Oh hey y'all, this is Danny Blue. This video is gonna be a little bit different than my normal videos because um, this kind of hits home. It's more serious than my makeup videos or my get healthy with me videos or stuff like that. This has to do with JAMAR Clark, a young man who was killed in an altercation with the Minneapolis Police Department some months ago, last year. So the judgment just came down that no charges will be brought against either officer. And I've been like on neither side of the fence the whole time because I was like, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I don't have any evidence, so I was waiting for the tapes to be released. The tapes have been released and it shows nothing. All it shows is the young man coming up to the back of the paramedics, the ambulance. Okay, let me back up. So the police was called to a residence in North Minneapolis, and it was because JAMAR Clark, this is all, yeah, because it's he say, she say. There's a domestic violence issue with the young woman and JAMAR Clark. I'm assuming it was his girlfriend. And they were trying to take her away in the ambulance, and they said that he was interfering with the ambulance and them trying to do their job. Okay. In the video, it does show him coming up to the back of the ambulance door, and he knocked on it a few times. We can see that. That's it. We didn't see him harassing the paramedics. We didn't see him hitting the paramedics or trying to push the girl out of the trolley or anything. All we saw was him bam on the door. The police get there not too long after that, and within 61 seconds, he's dead. That's my problem. My problem isn't if police officers were doing their job. My issue is that police are trained. They are trained. Just like when you go to the Army, you are trained. They don't just put you out there with no type of training to know how to disable, handle yourself, kill someone, wherever it is that you need to do in that position. Now, I grew up with the belief that police officers were here to serve and protect, and they were here to disarm a person and take them away to jail because they are innocent until proven guilty. This young man didn't have that chance to be proven innocent until guilty. So we don't have any videotape that shows the officer was correct in what he did. We have no videotape showing that the young man did anything to the officers or went for his gun. All we have is a videotape that shows an officer doing a move that is not okay to do. It's not something that the police is okay with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not allowed. So he did do a move that was not allowed. We did not see JAMAR Clark doing anything. We saw him standing with his hands in his pocket because he wouldn't take his hands out of his pocket. That ended up with him being dead. So supposedly the officer said that, well, no. The officer said that JAMAR Clark said, "I'm ready to die tonight." Yeah. So we just took the officer's word and they're free. No one really knows what happened. There are some witnesses who are saying that did not happen, but nobody cares about what the witnesses said. They only care about what the cops said because the videotape doesn't show us anything. But the officer said that JAMAR Clark said he was ready to die. So we're just gonna believe the officer because he's honest. All officers are honest. Yep. So that's what we're gonna be led to believe. JAMAR Clark went for the gun. He's dead. He was shot. That's it. This is what always happens. Like, I was on the fence. I was on nobody's side. Now, I do feel a certain way about this case because I don't understand why they put the officers in a car together after the shooting. You don't put two people, that's police 101. You don't put two criminals in a car together. Nope. You put them in separate cars because you're going to interview them separately. I don't know why that wasn't done with this. I don't know. Maybe because they're looking out for their cops and they're making sure, hey, y'all get y'all stories together. That's what it sounds like to me, because I've seen several scenes with police officers putting people in cars and they never put them in together. Sorry, never. And it was even stated by the police. I think it was the Hennepin County Attorney General or something, or was it the chief of police, that stated that that is not normal practice to do that. You don't put two people that was just in a situation in a car together to let them have time to get their story straight. I mean, they didn't say that, but that's basically what they were saying. That's not common practice. That's not something that should happen. I'm just really tired of our people, and when I say our people, I'm saying people of color, not having their day in jail. You see how frustrated I am? Not having their day in court. We never get to have our day in court, but we're always guilty until proven innocent, or we're dead before we even have a chance to get to the actual court time. You know what I'm saying? There is no trial. Police feel like, oh, I can be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And I can tell you one thing. I was on a jury before. I was the only black person on that jury. It was a young black man that was being charged. They were like, he's guilty. He has a prior record. Everybody was white, except for me, who's like, I thought we were supposed to look at the evidence. So, yeah, I do feel a certain way because I've seen things happen. I know what can happen. I'm just really upset that I'm just tired of our black people dying. Like, why can't we have our day in court? Police officers are trained individuals. They could have tased them. They could have maced them. They could have did a million other things. I'd even taken a chokehold. There's two officers and one of him. But somehow he ends up dead. Yeah. It's not like he's a sniper. It's not. And I know it's going to be people's going to be like, you're making excuses. I'm not making excuses for nothing. I'm just going off of what all I have, the information I have. And it's disturbing that this happens all the time. I have young sons. I have young black males. And those could be my children. So yes, I'm taking it personal because I'm tired. I'm irritated. I can't even finish this video. I hear the helicopter outside because I know they're trying to make sure we don't act up and tear up the city. Because Minneapolis, they got it tight pretty much here. Like, don't get me wrong, there's crime. But black folks here, they're kind of scared of the police here. You know what I'm saying? This not going to be D.C. I doubt it. I doubt it. They're not. Nobody's going to do anything. Because it's so, oh my. All I'm going to say is, I live on the north side. I'm tired. If you cannot just be unbiased and look at a situation from both sides, I can't even finish this video. I'm that irritated right now. So yeah, I just hope we get to a point to whereas we can make sure that people are having their day in court instead of being killed. Yeah, Black lives do matter.